Yo, 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 what up, fellas? This is Y2K23, and that was Matty Matt and the Big Fat. Next up is another amazing single by Matty Matt and the Big Fat. This one's called Adequate Quivering.
Welcome to the Garlic Boys podcast, where we treat friendship like a good recipe treats garlic. You can never have too much of it. We're your hosts. I'm Connor O'Connor.
And I'm Matty Matt, as you've probably heard before. That's me, Matty Matt.
Does that make me Big Fat?
That makes you Big Fat, yeah. Because my name is Matt. I feel like I have... My name is Matt, so I feel like I have a little bit of a claim to that name.
Fair. I guess I can understand that.
Yeah, it kind of just flows, fits.
This is going to sound insulting when I ask the question, but I promise I don't mean it this way. Did you put any research into your radio station's numbers and letters?
Research? No, I just kind of came up with it. I was going to say GBY23, like, because it's 2023. I did Y2K because the year 2023 is kind of... I didn't do GB, though. I should have.
So the numbers or the letters on a radio station actually will determine whether it's a West Coast station or an East Coast station.
I didn't know that.
That's my brother, for those of you watching. He just showed up in the background and threw us off. Sorry. Yeah, I think it's like K and W, which is why the first sports radio station, not like just in Pittsburgh, but the first ever sports radio station was KDKA.
Oh, okay.
And I think it's the Mississippi River as that marking spot. Like anything west of it is like W, because we're east, so we're K.
Interesting. I didn't actually put any research into it. I just kind of came up with something that sounded fun.
Well, you had a K in there, so that's why I was like, was there like some sort of information you knew?
It's just, I believe it's just divine providence, actually.
So for those listening, you might know that I have recently moved, and my brother and I have an apartment together now. Well, part of how I set up my station here, the living room is in the background, if you can see, and I thought it'd be fun to not have a filter up this week, just to show you my new space and sort of like show you what I wanted it to be. And one thing my brother did to kind of hide himself was to set up our green screen, and now is walking back and forth down the hall using it. But there's nothing going to be on this green screen. It's just going to be
a green screen.
So if you'd like to watch some fun visual gags in the background of this episode, check it out when it comes on YouTube in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But speaking of moving, how was your week, man?
I didn't move anything, so my week was pretty good. I hate moving. I hate it so much. As the listeners probably know if they've listened to the other episodes, I did just move a couple months back into this house.
It's more distracting when you do move it than if you didn't.
Listeners, I did just move. I know how bad it sucks, and it sucks pretty bad. So I do feel I have empathy for Connor. I do not envy Connor though at all. My week was good. I didn't do much. Okay.
Oh,
So work was good for the most part. I worked this past weekend, and among the normal stuff, like
Among Us?
trespassing, you know, trespassing alarms, arson, a bunch of other things. Arson. We had arson.
The normal stuff, or like, is this?
So we monitor camera systems for other Iron Mountains across the states, and one of our locations, I'm not gonna say which location, but we have a camera set up there, and it's viewing some dumpsters, and we got an alarm on this system when the fire truck was coming into, and usually any sort of motion or trespassing, any vehicles coming through, we always get alarmed. But we got alarmed when the fire truck was coming through. So then we go back on the videos because we see, oh, wow, there's this huge fire. How did we not see this, start? How did the cameras not pick it up? Like, what is going on? So we viewed the camera footage and saw this guy go back in behind the dumpsters, set a fire, and then just run away. Like full on arson attempt. Like not just like I know it's just dumpsters. Yeah, it was, and like you can see the camera, like it's a big stand, like it's a tripod with a generator thing. Like it's not like it's invisible or hidden. No, you can see it, especially from where that guy was. So yeah, full on arson attempt. Not normal. Contrary to what I said, not normal, but kind of interesting. I had to deal with that, and yeah, I'm getting the civil service award in a couple of days, so I'm a hero
because you helped stop the arson.
And that's what heroes do. No, I'm not actually getting a civil service award. I wish I was. Not well. I don't know if I don't even know it's civil service award. I'm just pretty sure it's what like police get if they do heroic acts.
I got a medal. I got a medal in high school for exemplary volunteerism.
Wow.
Because I had the most.
They slapped that ism on the end there.
I had the most volunteer hours out of anyone in my battalion.
That's pretty sweet.
Were we a company at that point? I think we had gotten dropped down to a company, but like I think I had like a few hundred, if not 1,000 hours of volunteer work.
Dang, that's a lot. That's too much.
Yeah. Well, they counted any activity I did like at church. So like when I worked on Sunday after, or like Sunday mornings, like any events that I did that weren't like getting paid for, like that was volunteering.
Yeah.
And so I was pulling many hours a week, and then I was also the in charge of the recycling program at our high school. And so after school on Wednesdays, we went around to all of the classrooms, emptied the recycling bins, took those out to the recycling dumpster, and like that was maybe 3 hours.
Dang.
Well, I mean, maybe an hour and a half,
works.
2 hours.
If you're already doing that stuff anyway, might as well get some credit for it, right?
Yeah, and I didn't even know it was coming until like the day they awarded it to me, and it was cool because it's one of the few medals that I got. Actually, I got like 4 or 5. I was actually really good at what I did. I had like 25 ribbons by the end of the my time there, and like that's a lot. Some of them were for drill meets and not actual like ROTC ribbons, but like we can go into my time in ROTC at another point. Let me find I made a shadow box of my ribbons, medals, my rank that I ended with, and all of that. So if I find that, Now that I've moved, let me find that, and we can share that and go over it on here at another time.
Pretty cool stuff. See, we're just this is what heroes do, listeners. We're heroes.
And I love you too, random citizen.
Good old Mega Mindra. Oh shoot, can't talk about that. What are you talking about? I have a Mega Mind. That's what I was saying.
You know
a
why
really
you have a
big
Mega
one.
Mind? Because you're so
What?
clever.
Oh,
Speaking of clever,
good transition.
speaking
That
of
was
clever, it's time for this week's Clever Boy Quiz, which I did not pull up on my phone.
Oh, you
But
fool! You've doomed us all.
This week's quiz is called
Ooh, yeah, brother. If that's even your real name.
Okay.
Do you want to give a
Oh,
guess
man.
what you think the topic is?
I'm assuming it's something to do with like celebrities and like them changing their name. That's my best guess.
That's right, Matt. You're going to have to try and guess between real and fake wrestler names. Good job at guessing that it was wrestling. I'm so proud of you. I'm going to give you some real wrestlers from throughout history at any point, really, because I just searched like top 50 wrestler names and picked like the weirdest ones. And you're going to have to try and tell me if it's real or fake. However, I have thrown in some fake names, and they are brought to you by Wrestler Name Generator at namesnerd.com. If you need any names, go to namesnerd.com. Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
Are you ready to play?
Oh, yeah.
Matt,
sure.
talk to me about your wrestling experience.
So when I was in 5th grade, I was a wrestler for a single year. Good old pictures of me in a singlet. Oh, that was rough.
I believe Mia showed those pictures while she was on the episode a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Didn't like those. I didn't like those pictures. They told me to look serious. They told me to look serious, and I'm not very good at looking serious. So it was rough overall. I was like adequate at wrestling, and it was all participation ribbons and trophies. Was really all it was. As far as like professional wrestling, never watched it. I know a few people because they've made their way onto the acting scene. I was the only one in my group of Martin RAs that didn't watch wrestling. They all watched it. They were all like so stoked about it. This is sophomore year with Anthony. They just lapped it up. I don't even know. They were all obsessed with it, and it made no sense to me. I think wrestling is dumb. I think professional wrestling is dumb, but you know, it's not for me, I guess. It's for other people to be entertained.
My experience with it was that my mom would not let us watch it when we were younger because she, rightfully so, thought that AJ and I would try the moves on each other.
Fair.
And fair, like, yes. Why wouldn't we have? We were two young boys, like we were fighting each other.
Two brothers going through puberty at the similar time, and yeah, totally they wouldn't try those things on each other. Totally not.
But my friend Courtney, who was over at her house all the time, her younger brother had a wrestling game on the Xbox, so we played that with him all the time. And so like I know some wrestlers, but some of these, actually most of these, I didn't know before. I do have my favorite wrestler ever on here, and I will fully explain why when that happens. But let's get into it.
Oh boy! All right,
wrestler number 1, Crybaby Cannon.
Crybaby Cannon.
Crybaby Cannon.
that's this person's like their name. Like this is the name that what?
So, Matt, let me clarify for you. These are their wrestler name.
Right.
This is not their legal
Right.
birth name.
So I have to determine if this is their wrestler name or if it is a name that you made up yourself.
You have to try and guess if this is a real wrestler or a name that I have found off of a website.
Okay. See, that's not what I thought you were doing at all. I thought you were going to give me it's fine. It's fine. I misunderstood.
You want me to give you the wrestler's real name and you have to try and guess what their wrestler name was?
No, what I thought you were going to do, for example, John Cena. I don't know if he had a name other than John Cena. I also don't know if that's his real name. I thought you were going to give me their name that they are, their stage name, and I would have to guess if that was their real birth given name or not. And that's fine because I misunderstood. So, Crybaby Cannon, I have to guess if that is a real wrestler or a fake wrestler that you made up.
Yeah. That's not a bad idea for a quiz, though.
Oh, now you're just frozen. Oh, you're not frozen anymore.
Well, now I can hear you again.
Oh, good. You were frozen for a minute. Did you hear my answer?
The last thing I heard was Crybaby Cannon.
Is a real wrestler is how I finished that sentence.
Final answer.
Final answer.
That is correct.
Woo!
Crybaby Cannon was a wrestler during the 50s and 60s, and he got his nickname from wiping his sweat in a way that made it look like he was crying.
How nice.
Alrighty. Wrestler number 2. Big Boss Man.
So the weird thing is, I think I know who this is, if it's real. But I also don't know if it's real. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's real.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Matt, that is correct.
All right. Is that the guy that's in all the memes? Maybe not.
Know. That's so vague. There's so many guys and so many memes. Like, I don't know. You know that one guy in that one meme? Bernie Sanders? I don't know what you mean.
No, all the wrestler memes. Hold on. No, I got this. This.
Do you know how to share your screen?
Yeah. Oh, I can share my screen. I was just gonna make it my background.
So much easier if you just share your screen.
This guy. The guy on the right.
That is Vince McMahon.
Okay. See, he seems like a big boss man guy, you know?
Well, he is or was the one who owned the WWE.
Oh, is he?
His name wasn't Big Boss Man.
But I was correct.
Yes, he was real, but he was also, his real name was Ray Traylor. It's like Taylor, but with an R.
Yeah.
And he competed as many different names during his career, including Big Bubba Rogers, The Boss, and even Guardian Angel.
What a names guy. He's got a lot of names. That's a lot.
Oh yeah. But that is another point for you. And going on to question number 3. Or wrestler number 3. The BA Jammer.
This sounds too close to B.A. Baracus from the A-Team. So I'm going to say that is not a real wrestler. Final answer.
Well, can I clarify for you then that BA is an abbreviation?
I do know that it is an abbreviation.
Okay, so you still want to say?
I still want to say that it is a fake name.
All right, final answer.
Yes, final answer.
Yeah, that's fake.
All right, I'm crushing this. Listen, I'm on a roll, but we're only 3 in. I can't count my pigeon. What's the? I can't. It
Count
doesn't
my
matter.
chickens before they hatch.
That's the one. That's the one. Yeah.
All right, wrestler number 4.
Okay.
Raze.
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 Oh yeah, that's got to be real. That's like classic villain kind of name right there. I like it. So I'm gonna say real.
Fun fact: in wrestling, they're called heels.
Sure.
But you say a fake final answer?
No, I said real.
Real. Sorry.
Don't try to trip me up. Yeah, I said real.
You're right.
Finally.
Sorry. Okay, that's incorrect. It's fake.
Ah, dang, that was a good one.
Yeah. Shout out to names nerds. Random
Not
name generator.
sponsored, but shout
Not a
out
sponsor,
all the
but
way.
shout out. All right, you ready for number 5?
Let's do this.
Wrestler number 5 is Bruiser Brody.
Bruiser Brody. That's a good one too. Nice alliteration.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with, we've had 2 true, now 2 fake. So I'm gonna go back on the true train. Another alliterative little sentence there. I'm gonna say true. I'm gonna say it is their real a real wrestler.
Final answer.
Final answer.
That is correct.
All right. Thought you were gonna make me wait forever. I thought we were frozen again.
Yeah, that's what I wanted you to think. I'm playing mind games with you, Matt. When I zag, you zig, and when you zig, I zig as well. Bruiser Brody was named by Vincent J. McMahon, who was Vince McMahon's father. He was renamed to Bruiser Brody from King Kong Brody when he came to New York to rumble with Bruno Sammartino, because he was just a rumbler in the ring. And so they called him Bruiser Brody.
All right.
And he continued to use that name even as he traveled around the world, including some fights in Japan.
Fascinating.
All right. Wrestler number 6. The Hyena.
Ooh. See, this could be real, or this could not be real. I could actually see it too. Like whoever this person might be has like this signature laugh that they do before matches when they're trash talking each other, all that weird. Again, I do not watch or understand wrestling. I'm gonna go with real, because again, that
Final
signature
answer?
laugh could be a money maker. That could be what really sets them apart. Yeah, I'm gonna final answer.
All right. Matt, that was incorrect.
It could be a good one though. It really could be a good one.
That would be a good one, honestly. Yeah.
WWE, if you want to hit us up, we can give you the rights to that name if you want. Just gotta pay up a little bit.
I don't know if we own the rights because, again, that name was generated by namesnerds.com.
Yeah, but that's a free generator, and now we are using the name for its intended purpose. So now WWE has to pay us. That's how it works. That's how capitalism works, Connor. You take free things, you put a price on it, and then you sell it as your own. That's how it works.
Okay, we can try that.
All right.
All right. Wrestler number 7. Jake the Snake Roberts.
Oh, that's so real. That's so real. Yeah, real final answer. I'm not even hesitating on this one.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Have you heard of him before?
No. It just sounded so real in my head. It sounded so real.
So he competed in many various different promotions before joining the WWE as the Snake. But once he joined, he brought the gimmick of Jake the Snake one step further and brought a python named Damien into the ring with him.
Damien.
Jake the Snake is also one of my
name.
Jake the Snake is also one of my favorite wrestlers because he did this thing where he put his arm out and he'd chop it again, and like it came up and then he turned it around and like it was like a venom strike. Like that was his like signature move.
That's
like he
so
put his arm
cheesy.
out, chop it again, turn it around and stab. Like and he had like a snake glove on too as he did it. That's so
That's so dumb.
This is like the era of like the Undertaker and Kane and like these like dark and like scary villains and fighters.
And this guy's going up here with a little snake arm. Oh man!
All right. Well, that was another point for you.
All right.
Question number 8, or wrestler number 8. I can't.
Connor, you're actually frozen this time. No, I've lost you. Oh, there you are.
Okay. I didn't hear you if you answered. So
I didn't hear the question.
Wrestler number 8. The Big Specialist.
The Big Specialist. That's fake. I don't know why I think it's fake. It's got to be fake.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Yeah, that's correct.
I got an intuition about these things, man. I don't know why. I'm not even into wrestling, but
I think you should become a wrestling promoter.
I think I should.
You got it, kid. You got the name.
That name feels
that
name feels so good rolling off the tongue. I think you got the perfect name. You're gonna make it all the way, kid.
That name is the Gabagoo. All right. Again, that name was brought to you by namesnerds.com. Namesnerds.com. Not a sponsor.
At this point, we've said their name so many times, they might as well sponsor us.
I mean, they could sponsor us for sure. Like,
hit us up.
I genuinely, it was a great service. I only refreshed it a few times because I wanted to get like a variety and style of names, but I did get some pretty convincing wrestling names from it. And I think I honestly used the same. I think I used the same processor when I did my lobster mobster sketch that I'm writing. Wrestler number 9.
Okay.
The Mongolian Stomper.
The Mongolian Stomper. Oh man. I'm gonna say that's real. Just again, I got this hunch in my gut, you know. This
hunch in my gut.
This hunch. I got this feeling deep.
I think
deep
that
in
hunch in your gut is called IBS.
Yes, you're not wrong. I got this feeling deep in my bones to the point where it's that
just wanted to turn you on.
It's that wrestling intuition. It's good vibrations, if you will.
All right. Are you doing a game to see how many song lyrics you can put into this episode?
No, not at all. No. Why would I do that?
Are you doing a bit inside my bit?
No,
Get your own
I would
bits,
never.
Matt.
No, make me.
That is correct, by the way.
All right.
So the Mongolian Stomper was a guy during the time of like where there's less globalization. And so like if you build yourself from somebody as like from Mongolia, wasn't a lot known about Mongolia, so you can be more savage and people will be like, let's go see the Mongolian man fight.
Yeah.
Even though he's just a big white dude. It was real controversial.
I'm sure it was.
Not by those standards, but by today's, he just did it to make himself feel like more mythical. Like
Right. Like Craven the Hunter almost. I'm just kidding. Craven is actually from somewhere. Africa, I think.
Russia.
Yeah, I was close enough.
Sorry, but no.
I think he does a lot of hunting in Africa, if that makes it any better.
That yes. From no.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for your last one?
I'm ready for my last one. I was born ready. I'm Optimus primed for this question. Sorry.
Wrestler number 10. Thomas the Mercenary Armstrong.
That could be a good one. That could be a good one. But I'm going to say it's fake.
Final answer?
Final answer.
What did I choose bad names?
No. I'm completely guessing this whole quiz. I've guessed.
This is the best you've done on a quiz in a while.
No, the problem is, so that name specifically, in my opinion, it feels like a movie wrestler, if that makes sense, like something you would find in a movie, which is probably where they get a lot of their wrestling names, is like random name generators online. But I don't know, something about it. It just felt like, I don't know, intuition, man. I guessed the whole quiz. I just got lucky.
Wild.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, you don't need it, but do you want to do the bonus
Tiebreaker? Yeah, I always love good little bonus questions. See if I deserve the win or not.
So the bonus question isn't directly related to wrestling.
Okay.
But I thought it'd be fun anyways.
A very famous rapper known as Childish Gambino, when he
Childish
decided to start rapping, got his rap name from a Wu-Tang Clan name generator. Everyone in the Wu-Tang Clan has like sort of wild and out there names. Like there's the RZA, the Jizza, the Ghostface Killer, ODB. I think like 5 other guys. Like there's a lot of people in the Wu-Tang Clan. But there's a name generator that you can do to put like your name in and you get like a fun name out of there. Donald Glover did that and he got Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you 2 names
Okay.
that were given to us from the name generator. You have to guess which one was from your name.
Oh, lordy lord. Okay, I got this.
Alrighty. Ready?
So you put your name in and my name in, and they came up with Wu-Tang Clan
Actually,
pseudonyms.
Let me get a third option for you.
Oh, you're making it less than a 50-50. I don't like this.
Um, since they're coming on the show soon, let me just use Trey.
Okay.
All right. Are you the gallant adjudicator, intellectual creator, or the tough master?
This is so bad. Okay. Sorry. The what was the first one?
The gallant adjudicator.
The gallant adjudicator.
Yes. And we have intellectual creator and tough master.
That's see, there's no real indicators in the names themselves that link it to the name that was put in.
Exactly.
And I don't like that because I was gonna say, you know what, maybe it's like a the first one. Gallant something or other. Adjudicator? Yeah, sure. I'm the gallant adjudicator.
Matt, what is an adjudicator?
They do judicial things.
Close enough. It's
You know what?
someone to
Here.
help settle an argument, so like judges.
Yeah, that sounds like me, right? I don't
Right.
start arguments. Someone
Final
who presides,
answer?
judges, and arbitrates during a formal dispute or competition. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, final answer.
That is incorrect.
Ah, was I the tough master?
You were the tough master. I was
that
the
was
gallant.
my first. That was
I
my
was the
first
gallant
guess.
adjudicator.
Dang it! It was my first guess. It was my intuition, my intuition here in my stomach, my gut. Ugh.
Trey was the intellectual creator. So
All right. I'm sure
you go.
that they would really enjoy that.
if you'd like to figure out your own Wu-Tang Clan name, you can go to wutang.com, I believe it was. But if you need your names generated, go to namesnerd.com.
We're definitely not sponsored. Like I have to say
Definitely
that
not
every time.
sponsored. It's wutang.net. WutangClan.net to get your name generated. So last week you won your quiz, and that puts you at Clever Boy rank 16.
Yeah.
Where did I put it? Hold on. I lost it. Still lost it. Do not have it. Oh no.
Oh no.
There it is. Okay.
You must be a Hufflepuff because you're a great finder.
Actually, Gryffindor, because I'm awesome. And the main character. So you are now ranking number 16, which is now batting for the Yankees. Number 16, Matthew Cleverboy Haux.
That's good. That's good. I like that.
But you were only ranked 16 for this week, where you were bumped up to Cleverboy level 17. So let's type into the Wu-Tang name generator, Cleverboy 17. And so
Okay.
now you are Fanient Venturer.
Okay. I don't even know what that means.
Me either. Let's look it up. It's fun Googling information in the middle of the show.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's so interesting. Totally.
Okay, so
We could be
fame-
considered an educational show, I think, at this point.
well, with all the stuff I teach you, yeah.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
famient means idle or ineffective.
Awesome. Love that.
And then venturer.
Ineffective venturer. Love that.
Venture.
Someone who ventures.
Person who undertakes or shares in the trading venture.
There we go.
So you're an ineffective businessman.
Yeah, that's me.
Well,
That's me.
hopefully no one ever starts a business with you and tries to get something off the ground. Anyways,
It's not
that's
like
it for this week.
Oh Lord. Oh boy.
That's it for this week's Clever Boy quiz. Matt.
This should have been quiz number 1. You would have found out way sooner than us becoming an LLC that I was an ineffective businessman.
We don't talk about it very much, but we are an LLC.
Yeah, we really don't talk about it ever.
And you know what's crazy? I'm sure there's something we're supposed to be doing with it, and I don't know what it is.
Listen, maybe we are, maybe we aren't. Who knows? We don't, obviously. So yeah. For my little topic this week, instead of the topic that I was going to talk about last week, I would like to actually introduce a new segment. A segment that I'm gonna actually stick with this time. Mostly because I came up with a really good name for it. So this segment that I have created, it is a segment that is to highlight great people that are doing great things, whether it be in the music industry or when the when the actor strike is over, the acting / writing / movie / TV industry, whatever you want to, the video game industry, highlighting some important things, current events, if you will. And I want to call this the garlic spotlight, but I know that is not exactly a tongue pleaser, and it doesn't exactly, like, it's a little long, so I wanted to shorten it down. And I think this segment should be called the G spot. The garlic spotlight for short, just shortened to G spot.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that cool with you? I just wanted to make sure, because we're an LLC. We probably want to run these things by each other.
Let's just start with garlic spotlight, and if it starts feeling more natural, maybe then we move to G spot.
No, listen, garlic spotlight's a lot to take on. I feel like G spot. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We can talk about this at a later point.
I just can't find where we would use G spot. Like, I can't find that, you know?
Yeah, listen, I know it's a little hard to find that, but I promise you it's there. It's there. It's in the episode. It's somewhere just within reach. And I really think that it'll be a pleasure for the listeners.
All right. I believe you.
All right, so we found the G spot. It's right here. My first G spot that I'm sorry. My first G spot that I would like to highlight, if you will, is Noah Kahan. Noah Kahan is a musical artist that I have brought on. I haven't brought him on the show, but I've spoken about him on the show. It was actually way back in the day with Trey's first episode.
Yes.
Where we did the music quiz. Anyway, Noah Kahan has become very, very quickly my like favorite artist of all time. He's incredible. He has the best lyrics that I've ever heard in my life. He's got a lot of sad boy music, but it's like it makes you it doesn't make you feel sad necessarily. It makes you feel, I don't even know. It makes you feel complex emotions. It's not just like sad for the sake of being sad. It's like he has a reason for being sad.
It doesn't make you feel sad. It just makes you feel.
Yes. Yeah. That's better. He's got some good happy music too. Like it's not all sad music. Some of it is. A lot of it is. But he feels very real. A lot of his music and like from what I've seen him on social media, obviously all of that is a front that like everybody on social media has a front. It has a mask, I guess, that they wear, and that's okay. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but he seems like a very genuine guy. He seems he's he's writing music that like matters and has a purpose. I don't know how to explain it. Very good music. And he's partnered just recently with a lot of different artists on his newest album. Post Malone is one of them. He partnered with Hosier. I think he played at a musical show thing with Mumford and Sons. Like he's really getting out there. He's growing, he's expanding, and he's got phenomenal music to back it up. Oh, I think he did one with Luke Combs, who is really big in the country industry right now. But regardless, I feel like he is very worthy of the garlic spotlight, or the G spot, if you will. And I think he's worthy to be my first find here for this segment.
Yeah, I agree to a point. So
To a point.
I have not knowingly listened to a Noah Kahan song.
Okay.
However, many people in my lives recently have encouraged me to listen to him. Now,
yeah, but we all know that you don't do things that people want you to do.
The more people encourage me to do something, the less I want to do to watch it.
Right. Which is why I'm not encouraging you to do this.
I didn't watch Andor right away, and people like kept going like, "You have to watch it. You have to watch it." It was like 8 months later until I watched Andor.
Yeah, that's actually ADHD/autism thing. So
everything can't be autism,
but it is.
Everything I do is autism.
I hate to break it to you, buddy, but it is in fact a ADHD symptom.
You're not a
I don't remember what it's called.
You don't know anything.
I am somebody who does suffer with ADHD, so I do consider myself a professional by experience of sorts. Coping with it, no, that's a different story, but experiencing it and learning about it, yeah, kind of.
Fair enough. Matt, I like your segment. I think we need to change the name, but I'm not going to harp on that too much. You know, I can't keep.
I don't know. I think it fits. Like garlic, we're the Garlic Boys. I didn't want to say Garlic Boys in the title. Like GB Spot, it didn't really fit. I feel like G Spot just kind of flows it just flows, it flows with the segment.
Okay, I'm gonna move on because I can't not beat 12, and I don't want to right now. It's funny that you chose to create a new segment today because I actually was going to revisit another segment that I created because I think it was enough time in between. So I'd like to welcome everyone back to Connor's Poetry Corner.
All right.
For those of you who remember, this is a time where I read to you a poem by a professional poet, someone who is known for writing poetry, show you how good they are, and then for a juxtaposition and a comparison, I then read one of my poems, and then we talk about poetry for a little while. Matt, are you ready for this poem?
Yeah, I'm so excited.
This poem is sort of an homage to the fact that I got to go to the zoo on Friday, like 2 Fridays ago from when everyone's hearing this. And so this poem is by William Makepeace Thackeray, and it's called At the Zoo.
Okay.
First I saw the white bear, then I saw the black. Then I saw the camel with a hump upon his back. Then I saw the gray wolf with the mutton in his maw. Then I saw the wombat waddle in the straw. Then I saw the elephant a-waving his trunk. Then I saw the monkeys. Mercy, how unpleasantly they smelled.
Is that it? Oh. Just picking it up.
For those of you who can't hear it, Matt is currently snapping.
It's what you do when somebody reads poetry.
That was a good one of like throwing you off of the expectations of what that last line was going to be. So as that one had a sort of twist ending to it, the one that I have for this week also has a twist ending, and that might ruin it for you. But hey, shut up. So this one is called Crustacean Frustration. Crustacean frustration, by what justification he completes the fenestration, not for show, no presentation, is just with great hesitation. But I know that I should mention, a lobster pinched my balls so hard they popped.
Oh, man. Oh, okay. That one's better. That was good. That's a good one.
What do you mean? That was the first poem I read to you today. We definitely didn't have to choose another poem.
No. It was better than the Walter Thackeray guy. I don't remember what his name was.
William Makepeace Thackeray.
There you go. That's the Makepeace.
Makepeace. Like literally MAKE. Yeah.
I thought you said McPiece, as in like something that goes on the McDonald's menu.
No.
It's okay. I have an auditory disorder. It's fine. Okay. Good poems. Good poems all around. I can barely tell the difference.
Can you tell the different levels of mastery with the English language?
Yeah, no, the mastery with the English language, the rhyming was spot on. Every word was just Asian. It was just like, it was butter to my ears. And then that twist ending at the end, man, it's like, it just perfect.
It just popped right in. It felt like it felt like it was meant to pop in there. Yeah. Well, like you're building up this pressure from all the Asians, and then eventually just has to burst.
Yeah, it eventually just has to burst, and what better way than a claw to just grab it out of that machine and just squeeze onto it real tight.
Do you ever hurt yourself so bad you get like a little sick from the pain? I just got that at thinking about a lobster actually pinching.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, no. I got for lack of a better word, tapped enough in high school and middle school to understand that feeling very, very well. It feels like they're about to explode.
We tapped each other and like in a competitive way in high school. And my high school had metal detectors and like bag search lines going into the school. And I got tapped going through the metal detector, and so I fell to the ground on the other side. And like I was on the ground for a second. And one of the teachers was like, "Are you all right? Like, can you get like?" He was frustrated with me. He's like, "Can you get up? Like, please, you're blocking the line." And I was like, "I just got ball tapped." And he was like, "Oh, you know what? Just you're good. Just stay there for as long as you need."
Like, it was such a sudden change, but like it's one of those things where like, I get it, dude. Just lay there. You're fine. Like any guy can really like relate to the situation.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. I would not. Oh, I'm so glad I'm not in high school anymore. Like
That
some
is like
some. Go ahead.
that is one of those things where I look back at high school and I was like, dude, that was dumb.
Yeah, like it's so dumb. Like we're probably breeding infertility into our system because that's what we choose to do and what we think is funny. It's great. Love it. Love people.
That's natural selection for you.
Natural selection, but not by choice, if that makes sense. Survival of the fittest, I think, fits very well there.
I don't think natural selection is by choice, because then that's just called genocide.
Yeah, I guess that, yeah, but natural selection comes from an innate, whether by choice or not, an innate ability to or innate inability to not change, if that makes sense. So natural selection takes out the weakest and brings in the strongest. And strongest in this case are the people who are ball tapping and not the ones getting ball tapped. So I guess I don't like
Or
it.
is the
It's
strongest here
fine.
just
I'm
the
not
ones
high
that can endure the ball tap?
I mean, maybe, or the ones that adapt by putting a cup, a sports cup down there, so that when they get hit, it actually hurts the person hitting.
Very true. Very true.
That's called adaptation. Welcome to science class, everybody.
Adaptations.
Not gonna lie, your
location.
not gonna lie, your poem kind of made me think of conjunction junction, and I'm not sure how much I liked that.
I'm not gonna lie, probably a little inspiration there.
That's fair. That's fair.
When you have the term crustacean frustration, there has to be some like inspiration,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, hey, thank you all so much for listening to this week's episode of the Garlic Boys. If you'd like to look more
What? I just sit here while you do the outro. So
do you want to
Do you want to do part of the outro? Like instead of
No,
biting your microphone, do you want to do something?
I'm fine with not doing the outro. I just need something to do while you do this. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. It's not
Thanks,
sharp. It's
follow us on Garlic? Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Garlic Boys for updates about when we post, about information of things coming out, and all of that. You can support us on Patreon and get exclusive content as well as just more from us on there, including bonus clips, bonus shows, and our current videos that we're posting are our top favorite Pokemon from every generation. So you can go on there and find those videos, as well as it's a great way to support us. They start at $3 a month, which is cheaper than a cup of coffee. if you get the kind
Yeah.
of coffee that I get. If that's too little for you to support us, then you can buy some of our merch off of redbubble.com. Just search the Garlic Boys. There's some fun designs, and they come on different things. It's not just stickers, but the stickers are fantastic.
And I was actually just thinking about a new design to put in.
There we go. And if you'd like to watch video versions of these episodes, which I highly recommend checking out this one just to see the Looney Tunes level of trying to move around the apartment that my brother was doing earlier. And you can follow us on or subscribe to our channel on youtube.com/@thegarlicboys and watch the video versions. Matt, do you have a supplementary mom report for this week?
Beans. I don't. I forgot. I forgot to think of a mom.
Just because you are mentioned, it does not mean you need to come into the video.
Oh, I do have a good one. We've probably already mentioned her. Sally Jackson from the Percy Jackson series. She's a great mom.
I think we have. Who
okay.
I don't know if we've mentioned though, and I want to shout out is Lorelai Gilmore.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if we talked about her, but like she's a really good mom to Rory.
Her mom, however, is a grade A, not nice word. But Lorelai turned out pretty great.
Oh yeah, and Rory, if you haven't watched the sequel series, spoiler: Rory is pregnant at the end, so I'll shout her out next week as a mom.
All right.
Big news for those of you listening. Next week we get to actually announce ahead of time that we have a guest because we did some planning. Next week, Trey is coming back as our first repeat guest. So look forward to that. And Matt, do you have any final thoughts?
Go reread the entire Percy Jackson series, not for any specific reason that I'm allowed to talk about. Read
It's just
the whole thing, all of it.
It's just a solid time of year to reread that book series.
Yeah, the whole series. And I started this yesterday. I'm already halfway through, actually a little more than half. So tells you how good of a book series it is. So
it's the Percy Jackson books and most of what Rick Riordan writes are some of the only books I've ever read. So they're dyslexia approved.
I mean, the character in the book has dyslexia, so I feel like they have to be. Okay, bye.
Sure. Hey, gang, stay garlicky.
Stay garlicky. I burnt my garlic tonight.